guys, so our chickens and ducks are in full production right now. They have lots of eggs that they're laying every day. And we were buying the oyster shell to give them a little calcium when they started laying, but we have so many shells now that we are giving that back to the birds rather than buying the oyster shell supplement. So when we make eggs during the week, we just rinse the egg white out of the shell. We found that if you just leave the egg white in the shell, when you go to blitz the eggshell up into a powder, it kind of become like a stringy membrane and then it doesn't crumble very well. We didn't used to ever bake the shells either. When we first started doing this back in Colorado, the first time we tried it, we just saved the shells, let them dry out, and then put them in a bag and rolled them with a rolling pin. But we found that when you rinse the egg white out of the shell, then it becomes just a really nice powder after you bake them. And we figured if you baked them, if there was any bacteria or anything like that growing in the shells, then you'd kill that during the baking process. So we just save up our eggshells, rinse them out, let them dry out, and then we throw them in this little bag in our pantry. And then when we're ready to do a big batch, we just dump them into a little cookie sheet here. We put parchment paper on it. So just like this, we'll kind of spread them out so they can evenly dry out in the oven. And then we pop them in the oven at 350 for about 10 minutes or so and check them to see if most of the moisture is out. The fresher they are, the little bit longer they take in the oven. So when I say the girls are in full production, I really mean it. If you don't have a food processor, you could put your eggshells in a plastic bag and use a rolling pin to crush them up. That's what I've always done until the last couple batches. But since we don't buy Ziploc bags or anything like that, we found that this way, if you do have a food processor, then you're not wasting plastic. So just drop a few in your food processor. We have a tiny one because I cracked the bowl on the big food processor. Anytime I've mentioned this to anyone, I always get that little bit of hesitation from people. They're like, well, won't that train your chickens to eat the eggshells? No, they do not recognize this powder as an eggshell. We've been doing this for a long time and we don't have egg eaters, so unless they can see the shell shape, I don't think they're going to be tempted to eat their own eggs. So this is about the consistency that we go for, not a super fine powder, because I think it's easier for the birds to peck at this. But out of 28 eggshells, we got just shy of a cup of supplement for them. Guys, thanks for stopping by today. Just a quick one to show you how we save a little money here on the homestead. Take care.